Good evening and welcome to the Chesapeake Public Schools Family Empowerment Webinar. My name is Laura Lerf and I'm one of the Family and Community Engagement Specialists. Our office, which is part of the Department of Engagement, aims to build meaningful partnerships that inspire, engage, and empower families, educators, and community organizations to support the initiatives of Chesapeake Public Schools. You can reach us at our main phone line or via email at the contact information listed on the screen. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to working together to strengthen our community and support our students. Our goal is to continue providing families with valuable webinars, events, and information to empower them in the educational setting. We're excited to offer our families the Peak Parent University course catalog, which provides an overview of all of our events for the school year. Here, you can also catch up on pre-recorded webinars, explore a wide range of educational resources, and make valuable community connections to enhance your family's well-being. Please take a moment to scan the QR code, which will give you access to our Peak Parent University. This will provide you with monthly updates, including descriptions, times, and locations of upcoming events. We hope you will join us for our next events, which are listed on the screen. You can also go to cpschools.com and in the search menu, type Peak Parent University. Thank you for joining us this evening for our Specialized Academies Information Webinar. We're excited to welcome our panelists from the various academies in Chesapeake Public Schools. Before we get started, please note this webinar is being recorded and will be shared on the Chesapeake Public Schools YouTube channel. For privacy and security, participant cameras and the chat feature have been disabled. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our panelists. First, we have Dr. Shonda Pittman-Windham, Director of College and Career Readiness, Ms. Christina Foss, IB Academy Coordinator, Ms. Ann O'Connell, Science and Medicine Academy Coordinator, and Ms. Meredith Strahan, STEM Academy Coordinator. Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. At this time, I would like to turn the program over to Dr. Shonda Windham.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lerf. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us to learn more about our specialized academies. I'm Shonda Windham, Director of College and Career Readiness, and in this role, I have the pleasure of supporting career and technical education, adult and continuing education, school counseling, and our amazing academy programs. This evening, you'll hear directly from our academy coordinators for the IB, Governor STEM, and Science and Medicine Academy programs, who will share the unique opportunities each academy offers our students. Before I turn the floor over to the coordinators, I want to share that Chesapeake Public Schools offers several opportunities for students beyond the specialized academies. You may be wondering, why is she telling us about other programs? I realize that your purpose tonight is to learn about the academies Chesapeake has to offer. But the truth is that we will receive many more applications than there are slots for the specialized academy programs. It is important that you know about all the opportunities that our school district has to offer. This year, we will accept our fourth cohorts of EVMS Academy students. Students remain at their zone high school for this academy, but participate in summer internships and coursework specific to all health-related fields, not just doctors. Everything is free to the students, including the dual enrollment classes, through funding from the Beasley Foundation. 20 new students are accepted each year. Students can attend the Chesapeake Career Center, also known as CCC, to take any of the programs listed here. Programs are 1 or 2 years. Students apply to attend these programs in 10th grade and participate during their junior and senior year. The courses with asterisks are dual enrollment programs in which students receive high school and college credits from TCC. Upon successful completion, students receive a Career Studies certificate and actually participate in Tidewater Community College's graduation. Transportation to CCC is provided from all 7 high schools. Students attend half of their school day at their zoned high school and the other half at the Career Center. Currently, we offer dual enrollment opportunities in all 7 of our high schools. For example, College Comp English, which replaces English 12 in a student's senior year, can be taken as a dual enrollment course, earning 6 college credits. Additionally, students can earn a general studies certificate with 36 college credits obtained, or a social sciences transfer degree with 60 college credits. Students may apply to one, two, or all 3 of our specialized academies. Students receive transportation from a bus stop near their home to all of our academies. If you are selected to be in an academy, there will be a summer orientation program you will be expected to attend. Algebra 1 is required for all CPS academies. Any student who has not completed Algebra 1 by the end of 8th grade will be required to take the course in person during summer school. Acceptance will be rescinded for any student who does not fulfill this requirement. If you are selected to be a part of an academy cohort, you are not only pledging to the program, you are committing to the program for 4 full years. There is no early graduation consideration in our academies. Additionally, academy students cannot attend other specialty programs such as CCC, Governor School, or CVA. Should you be accepted to an academy and start there as a freshman, you are immediately eligible to participate in VHSL sports and activities. If you should transfer back to your home school, the VHSL 1-year transfer rule applies. You would be required to wait 1 full year before being allowed to participate in VHSL activities. Applications are available online beginning October 15th. Applications are due by November 5th. Students will need to complete an assessment for each academy or their application will not be processed. Notification of acceptances will go out by the end of January. At this time, I would like to introduce our first Academy Coordinator, Mrs. Christina Foss, our amazing IB coordinator.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christina Foss, and I'm the coordinator of the IB Academy at Oscar Smith High School. IB stands for International Baccalaureate, which is a global program that has the specific mission to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. IB goes beyond academics and tries to develop students who will become global citizens. The IB curriculum was created in 1960s for diplomats. Their children were going from country to country, and every time they would go to a different country, they would have a different curriculum. So the organization decided to create a global curriculum that could be transferred from any country. So any school that participates in IB does the same curriculum. It doesn't matter if you are in Virginia, if you're in Canada, England, China, or Zimbabwe, you would have the same curriculum. And so in this circle here, this explains the whole IB philosophy and curriculum. In the center of the curriculum, there is the student. As I said, IB is a very holistic program. As they go through the program, the students are striving to be inquirers, knowledgeable thinkers, communicator, principled, open-minded, caring, risk takers, balanced, and reflective. And everything that we do in the curriculum tries to help students build those specific characteristics. Then we have the approaches to teaching and learning. So the IB curriculum is not just about what we teach, it is about how we teach. And the big thing is that it is based on inquiry and it is focused on conceptual understanding. It is also developed not only in local context, but in global context. So even though we're learning, for example, about American history, students are asked to compare that to different types of history around the world. So it is very global in its scope. It also focuses on effective teamwork and collaboration. It is differentiated to meet the needs of all learners. And most importantly, it is informed by assessments. At the end of the course, when they're seniors, the students will take a whole bunch of assessments, and each assessment can earn them college credit. Next, we have the core components, and these are the things that make IB truly special. We have theory of knowledge, which is a course that asks students to consider, how do you know what you know? How do you verify information? This is especially important in today's society as AI videos become more sophisticated, and it's really difficult to discern between what is real and what is fake. And so this course asks them to explore those issues in their real life context. Our students are also asked to do an extended essay. This is a 10-page academic research essay, which I know sounds really scary, but they have 2 years to complete this essay, and it can be on any topic that they're passionate about. The idea is to give them that opportunity to do college level coursework in high school, and they're going to be so far ahead of their peers who may not have had done such a research project. Students have been able to look and research about exercises for weightlifting. I have lots of students who like to analyze Taylor Swift songs. They can do movies, they can do psychology. It's basically what you're interested in and where you think you're going to go after you graduate high school. You can look at that particular subject and analyze a topic that you're really interested in. Students also have to participate in what's called CAS, Creativity, Action, and Service, and this is so that they can remain balanced. IB is not just about academics. Our students participate in a wide variety of activities, including sports, and we have so many students who participate in music as well. And so not only are you encouraged to participate in these extracurriculars, but IB requires you to participate in things beyond academics. And then we have our subject areas, and you can see that IB covers all 6 subject areas. This is a full humanities program. So even though we do have very strong science and math, we also have foreign language, we have history and English and the arts. For group 6, if a student is not particularly artistic, they don't want to take visual arts or music, they can double up in a science. So they can take IB biology as well as IB physics, or they can double up in group 3 and they can take psychology or they can take world history. What's really cool about all these subjects is no matter what subject they take, they can get college credit for what they do. So a student who is taking French or Spanish, IB, they take the exams. If they get a certain score, then they can get college credit in Spanish or French. Same thing with visual arts and with music. So again, we're looking at the whole student. Our students start out in the pre-diploma program for the 9th and 10th grade years. This is to prepare them not only for the rigor of the IB program, but also to make sure that they have all the requirements in place for an advanced diploma. Every course that is labeled PIB, that is a cohorted class. That means that they are going to only take that class with other IB students. And these classes are more rigorous than honors classes. So this is a very rigorous schedule. So why would you want to do IB? IB is very rigorous, as I just said. It does take a lot of dedication and hard work, but there are so many benefits to IB. Every time I have a student come back to me, even though they said that it was really difficult while they were doing it, they found IB to be very beneficial. Research shows that IB diploma students are more likely to gain entry to top level entries than entrants holding other qualifications. As I said, this is a global program, so they have research from all over the world to back up these claims. It also encourages critical thinking. IB students learn how to analyze and evaluate issues, to generate ideas, and more importantly, consider new perspectives. It's also very globally minded. Through the continued study of an additional language and the incorporation of international mindedness, students are well able to take their place in a globalized world. As I said before, the curriculum always considers the global context, not just the local context. And we've been making our program more global by introducing exchange and travel. This past summer, we took our first official trip. We went to Thailand, which was an amazing experience, not just because it's beautiful, but because our students got to see another culture firsthand and learn about the history, the food, the religion, the wildlife. It was a really amazing experience. We do plan to go to Japan in June of 2027, and these sorts of experiences are going to be a staple of our program. IB is also internationally recognized by universities and employers. When you get an IB diploma, you actually can apply abroad to universities that accept those IB diploma credentials. And there are a lot of schools that do. We also have lots of students who learn how to manage their time, their test taking skills, and their collaborative learning. As I said, when our students go to college, they think college is very easy because they have already developed the skills that those students in their freshman year are just starting to develop in college. And so our students do very well when they do go to college. As you can see, the research backs up that claim. Students who are in IB, they tend to have more persistence than the national average of students, and they also have immediate post-secondary enrollment, as you can see from the data here. So a lot of students want to know, what can I do if I'm an IB? You can literally do anything. This is a well-rounded exploratory program. You are able to focus on the courses that you're interested in, but at the same time, it really opens up a wide variety of pathways when you go to college. We have lots of students who do want to become doctors and scientists, but we also have students who want to become artists. And so you can see that we had a wide variety of pathways that our students have decided to take. I wanted to highlight one of our students. He is a really good example of what I call the typical IB student. He was in the IB class of 2021, and after he graduated, he attended UVA, where he studied both astrophysics and ancient history. And I wanted to point out that double major because that is very typical of our IB students to have very wide interests. These two subjects seem very far apart, but they are related for him and his passions. He was also just named last year a Rhodes Scholar. So he's going to start this year a fully funded doctorate in astrophysics at Oxford University. But what I think is really important is you can see how well-rounded he is. He is an amazing scientist, but he is also fluent in Spanish, and he has that global mindset as he has backpacked across 21 countries, spanning 5 continents. He enjoys bodybuilding and high-altitude hiking, camping, and reading. And so when I think about that cast where we ask students to stretch themselves in creativity, action, and service, I think he exemplifies that in everything that he does. And he has said, I learned that my interests and skills are truly as unbounded as my own creativity allows. So what do you need to get in? For all the academies, Algebra 1 is required. If you do not have Algebra 1, you can take it during summer school, but please know that that is in person. You also have to have that Algebra 1 credit. So you cannot... you have to get that credit in that summer school class. We also ask for students to do French or Spanish 1. We understand that if you have taken another foreign language such as German or Latin, or you haven't had the opportunity to take French or Spanish, you will have the opportunity to catch up, but you need to finish French or Spanish 2 by the end of 9th grade year. You also need to have a GPA of 3.0 and favorable teacher recommendations. Our assessment is November 8th and December 6th. For our assessment, it's not something you can really prepare for ahead of time. You'll be giving some text to read, and you'll be responding to an argumentative prompt and using that text to support your arguments. I really do hope that you discover the possibilities at Oscar Smith. If you scan the QR code, you can get a more detailed brochure about our program. And of course, always feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And here is my contact information. And I want to thank you for your time. And I'm going to hand over the presentation to Mrs. Ann O'Connell.
Thank you, Christina. Welcome. I'm Ann O'Connell, the Science and Medicine Academy Coordinator at Deep Creek High School. I'm going to review a few key components to the Science and Medicine Academy. The Science and Medicine Academy offers intensified coursework with 4 additional science electives for a total of 8 science credits. Students will graduate with an advanced diploma, and students have an opportunity to earn DE credits, AP credits, and take coursework in animal science, sports medicine, and Project Lead the Way. A second key component to SMA is that students complete academic activities. So students participate in science fair, field trips, and other academic competitions, and we also encourage students to volunteer. The third key component to SMA is community support. Our 8th graders are welcomed with an orientation. Our 9th and 10th graders are cohorted in science and English, and our 11th and 12th graders go outside of the building and they complete over 50 hours of work-based learning. So those are the 3 key components that make up the Science and Medicine Academy, and we'll review those components in depth in our presentation today. So would you be a good fit for SMA? Well, do you like science? Students must take 4 additional science electives for their advanced diploma and their advanced diploma requirements to be a part of the academy. Students also must maintain a 3.0 GPA. Students are cohorted in 9th grade and 10th grade English to help support some of their academic learning. And students also read additional science books. SMA students are involved. While the coursework is rigorous, students do find balance to incorporate music, JROTC, and extracurricular events like HOSA, gaming, UNICEF, Robotics Club, and DECA. SMA students exhibit strong work ethics. They are critical thinkers, and they are self-motivated. So if you're interested in science, nursing, pre-med, sports med, biology, forensic science, we might be a great academy for you. So one of the third components for our Science and Medicine Academy is that community support. 12th graders and 11th graders complete 50 hours of job shadowing and internship. And these are just some of the students' reflections on those experiences. So Monty said that she got to see so many cool things with x-rays and ultrasounds, which really helped her want to go into radiology. And that's the really key part of our work-based learning experience. It's a great experience overall for students to practice their collaboration and professional skills to learn about the day-to-day experience of a professional. And students get a little experience in their junior and senior year to see if one career is a better fit than the other. So the SMA Honors Science courses are as follows. So in 9th and 10th grade, SMA students must take biology and chemistry. Those are prerequisites requirements. And then SMA students have a choice of an electives from earth science, forensics, Project Lead the Way, which is a biomedical science, and a laboratory-based science. In 11th and 12th grades, students can take animal science, sports medicine, complete their Project Lead the Way pathway in their biomedical innovation, take AP credits and DE credits. At SMA, we do offer in-person DE Physics 1 and 2 and DE Biology 101 and 102. A common question that I receive is, what's the difference between AP and DE credit? AP credit is credit provided to students from College Board. Students must complete the course and take the AP exam. For dual enrollment credit, students receive that credit from TCC, and each credit is sort of just a different flavor of credit too. And it's all dependent upon what university you want to go to, and if that credit will be accepted by that university. So part of our specialized courses also comes with equipment. So part of our Project Lead the Way courses is a laboratory-based science, and students in the Project Lead the Way courses specifically work with electrophoresis, micropipetting, blood draws, bacteria conjugation and plating, fracture repair, and kinesiology, and even some evaluation and taping. So here are some of our photos from students working with their specialized equipment, from the anamontage table to electrophoresis. So extracurricular and academic competitions. We support our students by offering clubs like HOSA, the Anatomy, which is a student competition where students compete in anatomy knowledge. Students participate in the EVMS and CHKD high school conference. So while students cannot attend the governor's school, SMA does afford and offer a lot of alternatives for students to experience all that Hampton Roads offers them. The next slide, we have specific fairs and also some community engagement that we and guest speakers. So SMA has specific field trips that we go to. Usually those field trips align to the classes. Some of our key highlighted field trips are Chesapeake Regional. They are a great partner with the Science and Medicine Academy. TCC Health Science Simulation Lab, which is in Virginia Beach. The ODU Science and Engineering, and the Virginia Living Museum provides a great behind-the-scenes tour for our animal science students. So the next slide here, on the top left corner, our student is working with a laparoscopic training simulator. Students are behind the scenes at the zoo, doing water sample qualities, checking out an ambulance, and also volunteering. So after you complete your coursework, the capstone end of course project for our academy is the job shadowing and internship courses. So students must complete 50 hours of work-based learning in a STEM-related field, and these are just some of the list of those placements, including cardiology, chemistry, environmental conservation, emergency medicine. The city of Chesapeake has been a great partner for our academy to really give students an experience, a hands-on experience, and practice in the field. So our students come out very adaptable, professional, and great communicators. So the best part of our job and the best highlight of our 4 years is graduation, where we see you walk across this stage and we get to learn about where does your future path lead. So while the Science and Medicine Academy and all of our academies are challenging in their own way, we still encourage you to apply to help you become prepared for the best college, career, or enlistment possibilities. So a little summary, what makes SMA unique? We are located at Deep Creek High School. You need 50 hours of job shadowing. And we offer field trips and extracurricular opportunities. So the Science and Medicine Academy assessment dates are November 15th and November 22nd. The doors will open 30 minutes prior to testing. Students will receive an email with additional information about the test and study guide. You may email me, Ann O'Connell, if you have any additional questions for the testing. And once those applications close, we are not able to accept you for the testing. So please apply, all right, and set your own path for high school. And the last slide is my contact and email information. You may also find us on Instagram or the web. Next, I would like to introduce to you Meredith Strahan, the Governor's STEM Academy Coordinator.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Meredith Strahan, and I'm the Governor's STEM Academy Coordinator at Grassfield High School. Thank you for joining us tonight. You might already know that STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But here at the Governor's STEM Academy, the E also represents entrepreneurship. Why? Well, because today's innovators and the entrepreneurs of tomorrow are often engineers and software developers who transform ideas into real solutions. So what exactly is the Governor's STEM Academy? It's a program designed to help students like you gain STEM literacy along with critical skills, knowledge, and credentials for high demand, high wage, and high skill careers in Virginia. We're proud to say that our academy has achieved the highest average score among all of the Governor's STEM academies across the state in the most recent audit. And we're looking for students who are driven to create, solve problems, and make a difference in their communities. Students who enjoy working with their head, their hands, and their heart. If you love technology, have a spirit for entrepreneurship, and are excited to lead and innovate, then the Governor's STEM Academy is the perfect fit for you. The future is powered by technology. Let's prepare for it together. Technology drives every aspect of our lives, advancing faster than ever before. With this rapid growth comes an extraordinary demand for skilled professionals in technology-related fields. At the Governor's STEM Academy, we are preparing students today for the jobs of tomorrow, even those that don't exist yet. The top 10 most in-demand jobs today didn't exist just a decade ago. And at the Governor's STEM Academy, students are equipped to tackle this ever-changing future through hands-on learning, industry-aligned credential courses, and a focus on innovation. We help students build the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in high-demand careers. So, what makes us different? Comprehensive STEM elective pathways. Students explore their passions through electives tailored to their interests, including engineering, programming, and entrepreneurship. A customizable experience. Students pair their STEM electives with AP and/or honors courses that align with their goals, whether it's AP Chemistry for future chemical engineers, AP Statistics for aspiring entrepreneurs, AP Seminar for developing strong communication skills, or dual enrollment English in 12th grade to take those college credit courses. Why choose the Governor's STEM Academy? Our students graduate ready to succeed in college, career, enlistment, and beyond. We have nearly $1 million in scholarships accepted annually. Service Academy appointments, work-based learning and mentorship opportunities, leadership and communication skills development, at least 3 industry certifications by graduation, and transferable college credit opportunities. Join us in preparing the leaders, problem solvers, and innovators of tomorrow. Explore the possibilities, discover your passions, and shape your future at the Governor's STEM Academy. So we have several outcomes that we expect all of our Academy students to complete with, including collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and enhanced use of technology. And we are very excited that our graduates come back and say that they have mastered these skills. So communication is the key to our program. In every STEM course, you're going to sharpen your technical writing skills, but we know there's really no substitute for face-to-face conversations. That's why each STEM class ends with an exciting challenge, delivering a formal oral presentation at our annual STEM showcase. When you reach your capstone courses, you'll take it to the next level by working with real-world vendors and mentors. You'll learn to communicate effectively with people of all ages using every tool, whether it's writing, speaking, or digital platforms. Ready to share your ideas and make your voices heard? Let's get started. Lead the way in STEM. Every STEM course gives you the chance to step up as a leader through exciting collaborative projects. And you'll have the opportunity to speak at and compete at professional conferences and other exclusive events. Tech like you've never seen before. Get ready to dive into some seriously cool tech. At the Governor's STEM Academy, you'll get hands-on experience with everything from recording and photo studios to all the 3D printers, scanners, laser engravers. Build robots with Vex Robotics, test your skills on flight simulators, and explore new worlds with our VR headsets. And those are worlds that you actually create. Plus, you'll work on the latest Apple products and cutting-edge tools to prepare for success beyond the classroom. Our students often return from college saying they're ahead of the game because they've already mastered the software and the machines their programs use. Ready to level up and become a tech expert? Your future starts here. The STEM at our academy isn't just about tough courses, though. It's about real-world experiences that prepare you for what's next. Every STEM class includes at least one exciting field trip and hands-on activities that show how everything you've learned connects to the real world. You'll meet inspiring guest speakers, enjoy lunch with industry pros, and see how concepts like physics takes flight, literally. These experiences are carefully chosen to help you explore your passions, connect with your future, and feel confident about the next steps. Ready to turn what's next into reality? Let's go. At the Governor's STEM Academy, you are a full-time Grassfield High School student. Grassfield High School is called the Community of Excellence because it embodies a culture of high achievement, collaboration, and support. Students, teachers, and staff work together to create an environment where everyone is encouraged to reach their full potential, whether it's academics, athletics, the arts, or personal growth. The school's commitment to excellence goes beyond the classroom. Grassfield focuses on building strong connections between students, families, and the community, fostering a sense of pride and belonging. With a tradition of success and dedication to preparing students for bright futures, Grassfield High truly lives up to its name, the Community of Excellence. And because students in the Governor's STEM Academy are not cohorted in all their classes, you are a part of that Community of Excellence each and every day. So we only have a few integrated core classes. Our unique STEM English and STEM Algebra 2 trigonometry classes provide essential skills like technical reading, writing, and advanced math preparation. As I said, you're not cohorted in any classes except your STEM elective pathway classes and in our STEM Honors English 9 and STEM Honors English 10 classes, which concentrate on technical writing to prepare you for your capstone projects of excellence. We offer the STEM Algebra 2 trigonometry class to allow students the opportunity to take AP Calculus by their senior year while still taking calculus, as over 80% of all college majors require calculus in their curriculum. And certainly within our pathways that we offer, 100% of them do. So what do the rest of your classes look like? Well, we have 3 pathways. The first we'll talk about is the engineering and technology pathway. You will unleash your creativity and tackle real-world problems in our engineering and technology program, powered by the renowned Project Lead the Way curriculum. In 4 of our 6 engineering courses, you will have the unique opportunity to earn college credits through the prestigious Rochester Institute of Technology. You'll kick off with Introduction to Engineering Design, where you'll dive into the design process and master tools like AutoCAD, Inventor, and 3D printers. Imagine working with equipment like vacuum formers and resin printers. If you can dream it, you can create it. In 10th grade, you'll delve into robotics, hydraulics, and the structure of trusses, building the essential skills for advanced projects. Civil engineering and architecture, students design models, learn professional software like Revit, and even visit construction sites to see their futures in action. In digital electronics, students tackle computer and electrical engineering challenges. They work with teams with the computer programming students, getting real-world experiences in collaborative tech projects. Then they take flight, literally, in aerospace engineering. Students get hands-on experience with flight simulators and design their own lightweight aircraft. The ultimate challenge is our engineering design and development course. In your final year, you'll take the capstone course, Engineering Design and Development. With a real budget and a professional mentor, you'll solve real-world problems, either choosing your own or tackling an assigned challenge. This is your time to shine, your time to showcase your skills and make a meaningful impact. Our engineering students gain that academic edge with the specialized STEM Honors English 9 and 10 and accelerated STEM math courses if they choose to. And we're proud to be the only high school offering AP Physics C, a must for inspiring engineers. Our hands-on cutting-edge program prepares you for the future of engineering. Are you ready to take that first step in transforming your ideas into reality? Our Global Entrepreneurship and Technology Pathway is the perfect fit for students who want to make a difference in any industry. Entrepreneurs are needed anywhere, and this pathway is designed to develop the skills and mindset to succeed no matter what your passion. In ninth grade, students jump into the exciting world of business, learning the ins and outs of entrepreneurship and leadership. You dive into a passion project with real impact, creating opportunities to support local nonprofits. By 10th grade, you're ready to become multimedia pros. With access to Adobe tools, a recording studio, and software like After Effects, you'll learn to produce podcasts, videos, and other creative content to market a business. Imagine creating eye-catching digital content that captivates an audience. In marketing management, students explore what it takes to design, organize, and implement strategies to promote services and products. You will take the CLEP exam in this course, which may afford you some college credit. Then in global commerce, you will go global, learning how to market in an international environment. 12th grade is where it all comes together. Students in advanced entrepreneurship work with the Lead for Change program to support a local nonprofit contributing to real-world causes. Over the years, our students have raised more than $50,000 for local nonprofits, proving that young leaders can create real change. And just like in engineering, you'll have the opportunity to concentrate on technical writing in your English 9th and 10th grade classes. Grassfield High School is home to AP Economics, where students may earn up to 6 college credits in micro and macroeconomics, and we highly recommend that for our students that are going to continue on into business. And you can see that we have a request to create a STEM data science class that will concentrate on the marketing and analytics of business. As the business and STEM fields are constantly evolving, so are our classes. And as our classes are rotated out and new ones continue to come in. So join the Global Entrepreneurship and Technology Pathway and start building your future today. Dive into the world of tech with programming and software development. If you're curious about coding, video games, and creating with technology, the Programming and Software Development Pathway at Grassfield High School is where you can bring your ideas to life. You'll start by learning to apply math and science to solve real-world problems in engineering computer science. You'll get hands-on experience working with databases using Microsoft Access and Excel, and even create your own 2D and 3D video games or apps in our programming and advanced programming classes. Every class has a final project where you can showcase your creativity and skills. In digital electronics, you'll work side by side with the engineering students, combining computer science and engineering to tackle challenges together. From Java and C# to the Unity game engine, you'll be coding in popular languages and exploring all aspects of computer science. To give you that edge, again, you'll take the STEM Honors English 9 and 10, where you'll master that technical writing, and you'll also have the opportunity to take the accelerated STEM Algebra 2 Trig class. And when you're ready, and if you want to, you may also take the AP Computer Science A course to deepen your programming expertise. Start your journey in tech and discover all the amazing things you can create in the programming and software development pathways. At Grassfield High School, students get a head start on college and their future careers right here. In Virginia, certain AP and CLEP exams not only earn college credit, but also count as industry credentials, giving you the best of both worlds. Through the Governor's STEM Academy pathways, students can earn industry-recognized certifications to show employers and colleges they're ready for the real world, earn college credits through AP and CLEP exams and through Rochester Institute of Technology, saving time and money while standing out on applications, and build an impressive resume with credentials in areas like computer science, entrepreneurship, project management, and more. Our curriculum is constantly evolving to reflect the latest trends in technology and business. So whether you're coding software, designing a startup, or preparing for college, you'll be college ready, career ready, and ahead of the game. Joining the Governor's STEM Academy isn't just about going to a class. It's about embracing the opportunities that can shape your future. Instead of looking at your time as a list of obligations, you're going to think of it as an investment in yourself. Every project, every certification, every field trip, and every connection with industry professionals is a chance to build skills and open doors. When you fully engage, joining our co-curricular organizations, stepping into leadership roles, and taking advantage of cutting-edge technology, you're not just passing by, you're going through. You're building a foundation for a lifetime of success. Here are just a few things that you may do when you are in the Governor's STEM Academy. From the pictures, we took a group of students to Orlando for a sports and entertainment marketing conference. We learned about the opportunities at Universal Studios and found out about Epic Universe opening before the general public. We learned about sports marketing with the Orlando Magic and about marketing in EA Sports. We've been on behind-the-scenes tours and learned about how roller coasters are constructed at King's Dominion. Have you ever been on a submarine? We have, and learned about nuclear engineering. We've seen how waterproof paper is made, how concrete is poured at the new surf park, how blood vessels are tested to be strong enough to put into humans, and taken advantage of every invitation offered to us. When you join us, we want you to take advantage of all that is offered too. DECA and TSA are our two co-curricular organizations. Why do they matter for our students? Joining co-curricular organizations like DECA and TSA can be a game changer for you in the Governor's STEM Academy. They allow you to go beyond the classroom and give you real-world experiences, leadership opportunities, and a chance to showcase your skills on an even bigger stage. Here's why they're so important. Leadership development, because you have the opportunity to run for offices at the local, regional, state, and even national level. Real-world skills from public speaking and project management to problem solving and teamwork. Networking opportunities with like-minded peers and industry professionals. Competitions that challenge you, again, competing at the regional, state, and national levels. And that competitive edge, because membership can stand out on college applications and resumes and show your commitment to growth and your ability to balance academics with meaningful extracurriculars. These organizations give you the opportunity to explore your passions, grow as a leader, and prepare for success in both college and your future career. It's not just an activity, it's an investment in your potential. Our students are leaders in these organizations, again, at the local, regional, and state levels, and they've competed in Anaheim, Atlanta, Orlando, National Harbor, and Nashville. Join us and come travel with us. We are incredibly grateful to all of our partners for their unwavering support and dedication. From offering hands-on work-based learning experiences to being guest speakers and helping with resume writing and interview preparation, their contributions are invaluable. They also assist with organizing field trips, providing curriculum suggestions, and so much more. Simply put, we couldn't do what we do without their partnership. Their commitment helps us to provide students with the tools, knowledge, and opportunities they need to succeed in the real world. A big thank you to all our amazing partners for helping us shape the future. These are just but a few of the organizations you'll be exposed to in your journey on the Governor's STEM Academy. Every student in the Governor's STEM Academy participates in a minimum of a 20-hour work-based learning experience the summer after their junior year. Students work with our internship coordinator throughout their junior year to prepare for the experience. From resume writing to mock interviews with HR professionals to a job fair, students are set up for success. Internships are a game changer for high school students, offering real-world experiences that help bridge the gap between school and future careers. Here's why they're so important: hands-on learning, exploring career paths, building skills, network and mentorship, boosting your resume and college applications, and getting a hands-on head start to your career. Internships just aren't about gaining experiences. They're about discovering your potential and getting ready for the next big step in your journey. Our graduates tell us that they are some of the first in their college experience to earn internships as freshmen because of the projects and internships they had in the Governor's STEM Academy. The Governor's STEM Academy Project of Excellence is a recognition program designed to highlight and celebrate the outstanding achievements of students within the STEM Academy. It focuses on showcasing student-driven projects that demonstrate innovation, critical thinking, and problem solving. It's an evening at the end of each semester which allows you to showcase what you've completed all semester. Why is it important? Because we're celebrating your success of how you've put your hard work, creativity, and expertise to the task. We're celebrating your innovation because you've thought outside the box and explored new ideas that could have lasting impacts on the community, school, and beyond. It teaches you to build confidence and skills through your project process. You will gain valuable experience in research, teamwork, and presentation skills, which are essential for your future careers and college applications. And it'll allow you to foster a competitive edge. By participating, students get the opportunity to stand out among their peers and gain recognitions from the industry professionals, educators, and the communities that are there. It has opened doors to scholarships, internships, and future opportunities. And we are always open to having students and families come and visit our projects of excellence at the end of each semester. The end result after high school, well, that's the most rewarding part of my job. Helping students reach their dreams and seeing them thriving their college journey is an incredible feeling. The fact that each student has their own unique path and destination makes it even more special. Watching the students grow and succeed beyond high school is simply amazing. Some of our graduates are now some of our work-based learning partners. It's like the circle is complete. These are just a few of the universities where students are currently attending. So what's next? Well, the application opens on October 15th and closes on November 5th. For the Governor's STEM Academy, you are applying to one pathway, whether that's engineering and technology, programming and software development, or global entrepreneurship and technology. After you apply, you will receive a confirmation email, and in that confirmation email is an attachment with pre-assessment directions. Please check your email to make sure you receive them so you are prepared for your assessment. Our assessment dates are on Saturday, November 15th or Saturday, November 22nd from 9 a.m. until noon. You'll enter through our bus ramp doors at 8:30 and need to bring a fully charged Chromebook as well as something to write your thoughts on with, but we'll provide the rest. Your assessment will be twofold. It'll be a writing based on a prompt from your intended pathway. So you'll either think like an engineer, think like an entrepreneur, think like a programmer, and a project based on your pathway. And that project, the steps to complete it or know how to complete it are in those pre-assessment directions. You'll save everything as a PDF file and you will upload it for review. You'll have up to 3 hours to complete both of the projects, but most students complete them in 2 hours. And like the other academies, we do require a 3.0 minimum GPA as well as Algebra 1. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our program this evening. If you want to learn more about the Governor's STEM Academy, you can follow us on Instagram at Grassfield STEM or on X. You can see all the great things the students are doing. And we hope to see you at Envision, a college and career readiness night on Wednesday, October 22nd from 6 to 8. Each of us will give a live version of our presentation that you heard this evening, as well as you'll have the opportunity to visit with so many other things that the College and Career Readiness Department has for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our panelists for their wealth of information. Should you have any questions about tonight's webinar or need additional information and/or resources, please contact us at face@cpschools.com. Keep in mind that Let's Talk is the perfect two-way communication for any comments, questions, suggestions, or concerns that you may have. Also, you can stay connected to Chesapeake Public Schools through the different platforms listed on the screen. Again, I would like to thank all of our panelists for sharing information with us this evening. Please remember this webinar has been recorded and will be uploaded to the Chesapeake Public Schools YouTube page. Thank you for joining us, and remember, families and communities work better together.